Welcome back, dear viewers. We are right in the thick of things. I just started recording the moment something new happened. This dialogue, in fact, is the first new dialogue in my attempt to reach the first ending. Huh? For the similar place past the mirror with Ryota's memories? I see, then I should go there first. What I have to say can wait. Alright, let's go, Ryota. Let's try not to get squished by this giant death trap dangling on the ceiling. I think it's called a chandelier. Yeah, that sounds right. This sounds right. Yep, let's open it. Kinda curious if there's something new. I mean, if not, I'm just gonna go through it. Not gonna read it again. I mean, come on. Did so many times. Seems like the same dialogue that was ever. Alright. Should we return to the usual place? Especially after Winter's story. I need to talk to you. What? Yuzu got him in respect too? And then it feels the story is coming to a close. No, let's return. Say, Michel, you think you can open this door? You opened that other one, right? I'm sure this will open for you too. You think you can open this big door? I had no trouble with the one in the back of that realm. Surely you can open it if you put a mind to it. Yeah, I'm gonna save for the quick first. Since I don't know what's happening next. This is gonna be interesting. So, it did open. No, the next path for you to take is clear. You just ended up saving our butts this whole time, huh, Michio? Huh, without you, doubt we would have found any mirrors. You have the right to know what I know. In fact, I want you to know. I need to talk to you. I know a thing or two about your parents. I need to tell you some things too. About who I am and why I'm here. And about Tamaki's daughter. Wait. Who's this? Get out. Stop. No. Middle anymore. Give back my one, you two, through the door. Whoa, is he chasing us? Wait, whoa, chasing? Alright. We'll talk later. Let's run to somewhere we can hide. Whoa! Alright. This is interesting. This is new. Where are we? Don't make a guy going on 31 for it. I'm going to die. You're 30. You're not that old. But it's interesting to know how old they actually are. Looks like we got far away from now. Wait a minute, what's this? Alright. Let's sit down and listen. Okay, let's get started. Phew, are we safe here? I don't sense it chasing anymore. What in the world was that? I'm about to explain that. I know who that is. Say what? I'm Yuzo Hanasaki. a middle schooler who committed suicide at 15 at Mirror Lake. The reason I killed myself was, to put it bluntly, to meet a girl I loved. Someone had killed her at Mirror Lake. It made me extremely sad. So I read all this book on black magic and killed myself to go to the afterlife. To die at the same place exactly a year later. It said that would work. I think it's a different afterlife than what the books meant, but ultimately I came to this world. But it seems there was something to be gained here. That girl, she always said she was someone who shouldn't have existed. I always found it weird and wondered why it was. What I found out now, she was born between a girl and her own father, between Tamaki Hinohara and Winzo Yusui, where birth was a taboo. That shadow was Utsuro Hinohara, even as she is, I can tell clearly. Because my wish was to meet Utsuro one more time. Utsuro Hinohara, that's Ayato's. But to look the way she does now, I wonder what story is there. But I can't go away just yet. Need to talk to Utsuri more directly, or my wish won't be considered granted. Give it back. That voice. Let's get moving. We can't have a chat now, so run. Okay. Stop chasing me, please. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Jesus Christ. So, we're safe once again. She's really stubborn, isn't it? If it were me, I'd thrown the toll of the dead chasing. So wait, what are you gonna say? I'm reaching my limits. Let me rest a little. Okay, let's talk about things with you. Got it. All right, let's begin. Did we outrun her? Seems so. I don't think she's giving chase. I think the goal is close by. I don't know what will be up ahead, so I just want to get it out. I'm Ryotaro Sengoku, younger brother of Chika Usui, Michiro's mother, and subordinate to her dad, Shinji Usui. Okay. I knew about you a while back from a New Year's card she sent me. To be honest, I found you cute. Not exactly a romantic thing, of course. I was captivated by your latent beauty, I suppose. But when I asked my boss about you, I learned you have been glum and moping as of late. And I know why. You injured someone in middle school, and she's kept you shackled ever since. That's right. My boss invited me over to your house, and I was honestly pumped to try and help you. It made me sad to imagine such a beautiful girl moping around. He says without a second of hesitation. No poking fun now, it's the end. Huh? But I died before it happened. I got caught in a fire in a building at work. Fire? Yes, I was with your father. After that, well, it even kind of surprised me. Partly by will, became a soul and flew around to where you were, apparently. So for the year or so between my death and yours, my spirit was sort of haunting you. What? Oh, but I was hardly even conscious of anything. I just vaguely know that's what happened. For you see, ever since I saw your photo, I consider you someone beautiful and worth protecting. So even though death, I had the wish of getting to talk to you at least once. So that was your wish. So it was. Thus, it's been granted. By following you, I wound up in this world, and in this world my unrealized wish came true. In fact, the moment I became aware of my wish, I felt I could free myself from this world anytime. So you're going? Well, I've come this far. I'd like to see out your story to the end. Micho, the harsh circumstances you've had, and the fact that you're dead now, I don't feel like it's irrelevant to me. I can't say don't blame your parents. But I just want you to know, I can't force you to understand or sympathize, but just know, Your father worried over and regretted how he was spending less time with you. He wasn't just weighing you and the inheritance on a scale. Your mother was working with your father to obtain proof that the usury fortune belonged to them. Maybe she failed to control his strength properly. Maybe she wasn't calm, but she had no real will, I'm for sure. I'm sure after the boss and I died, she aimed at the soul of losing a husband and brother and fought for her family. Your father and mother might have been clumsy, but they weren't cold-blooded. I just want you to know that. It's probably too late to say no, though. Let's go ahead. This is the door you are able to open. I'm sure there's something important to you there. If you're telling me that, then why should my wish to erase my existence go? It has been done. The rest is in your hands. Is this always chasing you, Michal? Why in the world would you do that? We'll find out. Huh? Hey! Ayato? Why are you here? Because this soul is necessary for granting a wish. Hello, me. So you successfully broke all the mirrors. Your wish will soon come true, and this world's purpose will be concluded. What do you mean? Well, hold on a second. All the actors are here. Actors? Whoa! This mirror world was all around you, Michio. You held dominion over it. Once a deceased girl wished at Mirror Lake. I wish my life had never even existed. It was a very strong wish, and to fulfill it, this mirror world was created. It was made solely to realize her wish. The other souls were just extras drawn into it. You should have granted her wish in this world she made, but she wasn't able to fulfill it, because you broke before she could. Just as we created this world, she lost everything, including her memories and her wish. So not knowing her purpose or who she was, she wandered this world and fell apart. That's in the past now, a concluded tale. Unable to achieve its goal, this world went on existing, sucking in souls who died near the lake with strong wishes. That was Utsui Hinohara. Yes, she wanders this world even now. Sister. Several years later, a girl threw herself into the lake. Amazingly, she had the same wish as the world's creator. So that this world could complete its duty, it chose a new soul to control it. And so, since you carried the same wish, you became the new ruler, usurping the originator. The wish the world sought to grant stayed the same. Only the person in the center of it was replaced. I was made ruler of this world. The extra riffraff who felt jealous toward you still see the broken originator as the rightful ruler. And maybe, broken though she may be, she's personally gotten in your way at many times. Even so, you successfully broke all the mirrors, without even wasting weeks or months being lost. You shattered and erased all remnants of you in the form of mirrors containing your past. Having recorded all your actions, I can attest to that. But it's not over just yet. This boy's soul is absolutely necessary for total erasure of your life, because he's simply too significant to you. Without eradicating his soul, your life can't be nullified. It was none other than you who unconsciously bound his soul to this world, such that you could kill him by your own hands. You are telling me I have to kill Ayato? What's the problem? You may feel guilty for a second, but right after that, will have never existed. Micho, you're still suffering, huh? You do resemble my sister after all. Even as a soul, we have the same wish. If you kill me, you will be free of all your pain. Right after my death, your conflict will end. It's your world. You can make the choice. I don't know. I don't know, but I should do. I've overcome a lot of obstacles coming here. I've looked back on my past and erased it. But is it really right to just make it so I never existed? Thinking back, it was a boring life. Wouldn't say it was entirely devoid of enjoyment. But if you ask whether I'd live the same life again, I would absolutely refuse without a doubt. In fact, if I had to say, I've come to hate it all. I wish my life had never even existed. And yet, I've learned that my mom and dad gave their best efforts for me, clumsy as they were. And I know there's a person who valued me, going so far as to come to this world to encourage me. Can I make all of that something that never happened? And that's not all. Seeing Yuzo and Utsuro, I had a thought. If Utsuro's life had never existed, what would become of Yuzo's feelings? Desperately turning to black magic, killing herself, and wandering this world for years. All to finally realize her wish to meet her again. What would become of that? I'll make it a choice to grant that wish or not, but I want Utsuro to see this out too, because it's her same wish, and this is her world I inherit. If only in pieces, learning about Utsuro from the mirrors has fulfilled the mirror's purpose. Ayato and Yuzo are both here. With these two, I'm sure we can get Utsuro's memory back. Indeed. Maybe a little of it. Really? Sister. Ma'am. Wait. Listen, Utsuri Hinohara. You need to remember your birth, your death, and the one who loved you. Mishiro spoke at length of the things she had seen and heard in this world. Her mother Tamaki, her father Rinso, the Hinohara family she lived with, Yuzo. She spoke, and Utsuro's mirror, all that she knew. I see. I haven't felt this in a long time. Utsuro! Yuzu, you fool. I told you to forget about me if I die. Well, couldn't. Is it you, sister? It is, Ayato. So even you ended up here. I didn't intend to hand the world over to you. I was even thinking of killing you to forcefully take back control. Even more so, now that I have remembered my wish, I want to erase my mother, my true father, myself. But alas, I become in debt. It's a fact that if you hadn't been here, my mind would have stayed fragmented forever. Do as you like, before I change my mind. My choices. I won't do it. I can't do it anymore. That secret distress, Mom's painful effort, even Ryota's unusual concern for me. I can't just make it all be gone. And that's not all. For every mirror I broke, I'll vanish from the lives of the people I knew. And I will also vanish from Ayato's world. But then, what did Ayato die for? What did Tamaki step on the accelerator for? If it were just me, then fine. But to control the feelings of the people around me, I have no right. It's not my wish anymore. Are you really sure about that? Whatever you think, whatever you know, it won't actually change anything. You're still giving up your wish. I am. I see. I, the mirror world, accept abandoning the wish. Its reason for being ends here. This world can vanish when the ruler's wish is granted, or they abandon it with clear intent. It won't be left up in the air like with Utsuro. So, will everyone here vanish? Except for you, Michiro. To get straight to the point, you're not dead yet. Huh? Your soul has left the body, of course, but the body isn't actually dead. You drowned yourself. What as it happens, Passerby found you. They called it in right away, and though unconscious you were saved. It was a failed attempt. Michiro, when your soul leaves here, it will be forced back into your body. What you have done in this world won't be written off. The memories you erased by breaking the mirrors won't come back to you when you return to life. They didn't actually carry out your wish, so the actual past isn't gone, but the memories of it are. Maybe you will remember talking with me a bit, but things like meeting me at the lake. Are you still prepared to leave this place? Can you live in a world you have given up on living in once before? I'll live. Because I'm not that dead yet. I don't want to just throw away the life you protected, Ayato. And by discarding the wish I heard from Utsuro, I think it will honor Yuto's feelings. I see. It's a relief then. I absolutely can't understand my sister's wish, but you've made a choice for her. It might sound sort of trite, but I wanted to live my sister's share. I wanted to prove that giving up that wish was the right thing to do. Smile for my sister. That's my dream too. I'll try my best. There are people who value you. There are people who would be sad about your death. Maybe a bit wept, admittedly, but I'm one of them. The world's not that much of a disappointment, you see. So, I've done my best to encourage you. You're really something, you know? You've really picked yourself back up. You went and learned not only your own wish, but mine, Yusu's and Utsuro's. Old Ryotaro won't say much more. Try to get along with this when you get back. Right. I will try to face with her. Thank you, Michiro. Because of you, I could get back my memories and my wish. I learned about Uchiro's birth and death, and got to talk with her once more. I am satisfied now. I really am. Maybe returning to life won't mean happy things all the time, Michiro. But I'm sure you can get up and walk again, since you have saved so many people here. Michiro, leave incense or something at my grave. Think of it like saying hi. Okay, I will be sure to find your grave. At lost from the moment I broke, I suppose. I won't pull any mischief. I can accept this result, though I can't say I'm entirely satisfied. Ayato, who adored me as a sister, and Yusu, who needed me in her life. I'm glad for the fact that I could talk with the two of them one last time. Yet, I fade away, still resenting that man Inso, that woman Tamaki. Surely I can be forgiven for that. That's true. So if you're taking over your world. Jeez, 7 years. It ends like this. As long as the ruler is satisfied, I suppose. Will Utsuro go to heaven too? Not sure about heaven or hell, but will be freed from this world to go where she goes. That's good. As a ruler, but you're more of an usurper, technically. Michiro, once you get back, the things settle down. You should visit my atelier. It's not complete, of course, but I want you to see my paintings you modeled for someday. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. I'm a little scared about how much I will forget, but I won't lose my time in this world. I won't ever wish to erase the events to come. It's time to go. After that, I regained consciousness in a hospital bed. Apparently, I really had been saved, and my soul returned safely from the mirror world. My mother was there, looking at me in a way I felt she hadn't in years. Michiro, You awake? Thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. If I had lost you too. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I drove you to do this, didn't I? My mother was shocked by my suicide attempt and apologized for her harsh discipline. My head felt very hazy. I only remember that she was my mother who became very strict at some point. It took a lot to just recognize that she was real. And as I thought about it, fear and unease toward my mother came up from the gaps in my memory. But it's okay. Yatao had told me about the pressure on the usuries and how death and had taxed my mother's mind. Now that I was able to accept that, it was easy to hold my mother's hand. My brain had suffered memory loss, and I could no longer remember many past events. I remembered Ayato was someone important to me, but I had no concrete memories of him. But I distinctly remembered talking in the mirror world, and felt considerable warmth from that alone. I clearly remembered Yusa and Ryo Taro too. I had probably only met them in the mirror world. Misho Yusui, is it? Hello, I am Seiji Hinohara. A few days later, I left the hospital. A man came to visit me. His last name sounds familiar. Could you be Ayato's? Yes, thank you for getting along with Ayato. Seiji Hinohara was Ayato's father, which meant he was the one who married Tamaki, and he was the father who Utsuro grew up with. I'm not sure if I should be saying this, but I'm really glad you regained consciousness. The driver who sped toward you and Ayato, she's no longer with us. Her body was found at Miro Lake in a car that went up in flames. He meant Tamaki, his wife. But from Seiji's perspective, it would be impossible for me to know Tamaki. I felt it would be better to stay silent than to confuse him with unnecessary remarks. She was my wife. We met each other at school. She was a humble, art-loving, somewhat naive woman with a radiant smile. A final scene came at the end of a long sorrow, but I won't ask you to forgive her. Still, if it's alright, could you visit Ayato's grave sometime? Of course. Not only Ayato, but Usuro and Tamaki. No. Now, maybe I could offer them prayers. It feels very nostalgic. I look at Ayato's painting. Yes. It might sound sort of trite, but I want you to live my sister's share. I want you to prove that giving up that wish was the right thing to do. Smile for my sister. That's my dream too. Ayato. It's not a dream anymore. always wanted to go to one of her exhibitions. Sure enough, she carries the blood of the mad genius Winzo Yusui. I thought I saw the Winzo touch too at first, but she's self-taught. It's totally different from Winzo's art. Huh, suppose so. How unusual. In her 20s and climbing so high with her own style. She's not just riding off her ancestor. Winzo was realistic while she's more impressionist. That's true. I did feel Mirror World was too unusual abstract to be Winzo's style. Seeing is believing. You can tell the unique mood in her art from the glance. True. Now I'm really getting excited to see it. The most famous masterpiece of all, yeah. Fantasy to live in a dream within white canvas. It's funny, you know, with these indie games, it's somewhat a fight on the gameplay level. A lot of things that are mechanically not that good. There are a lot of trials and errors, and damn, I really wish that this ending would be easier to get, because it's a good ending, important ending. Many things I would like to say, don't know how. But yeah, I like this ending. Good ending. Hope you stayed with me this time, dear viewers. Hope the trigger warnings don't scare you off. Well, I'm gonna keep going on. We're gonna see whatever comes next. Yeah. So, this is the part. I'm gonna say goodbye for now. Hope you're seeing you again. Well, hope you're gonna see me again. Hope you're gonna stick around here. Until next time, dear viewers. Until next time.